I'm feeling a little bit more attachment to this issue from you.
A little bit.
Your breathing's changed, your voice has changed. So I'm just kind of curious about what shifted inside of you just a moment ago.
The woman's making a choice, and when we live in a world that talks about all these choices, and then she's just trying to make a choice to save her baby. The fact that that's given any negative tone or any pushback at all is baffling to me.
You don't have to throw your child away like trash like my biological mother did to me. And as I continue to say, every time I share my story, if it saves at least one life, it was worth telling. And I feel as though I have to be that voice for those who do not have one.
What's happening to a woman that she would end up doing something like that? Like, what does that's got to be a pretty tough place.
Either unplanned pregnancy, it could easily be affair happening without the other partner knowing. Whereas my case, my biological mother had an affair with my biological father, who had no idea she was in a relationship with another person.
50 years ago, women went away, right? There was a lot of shame in pregnancy out of wedlock, and women would go away outside of their community to give birth and most likely go pursue an adoption plan. So the major misconception that kind of still lingers is that that's the idea of a maternity home, is that there's shame, it's adoption focused, those type of things.
To be a Heartbeat affiliate, and actually to be an affiliate of any of the national organizations, we specifically ask that you sign on to what's called our commitment of care and competence. And so centers sign on to that. And what that does is that makes a promise that they will treat every person who enters that building with dignity, respect. They will provide truth. They will not shame. They will simply give her honest information and support.
The home of today, the culture of today, is to really support and encourage women to make the best decision for themselves, whether that's parent or go through an adoption plan, and to really kind of invite her through a goal-setting process and figure out what she needs to have happening in her life to make the best steps forward that she can.
My mother did all the talking and explaining all the reasons why I should have this abortion, and the doctor never talked to me, never looked at me. And then he had the nurse take me into an examining room, and he came in and inserted something to start a 2-day procedure, which I thought was kind of weird looking back, because I was still only about 7 to 9 weeks pregnant.
Everything we know now is that the healing journey, the healing process really is about kind of having choice in your life and knowing what being empowered in those choices and not feeling coerced, not feeling like that choice was taken away from you, and those type of things. So really our work is to kind of come alongside the woman, help her know she's not alone, and then really help her to invite a kind of deep reflection on what is it that she wants.
After he left the room and I was supposed to get dressed, I just lost it. I mean, I came unglued. I was yelling and screaming, and the nurse came in. "What's the matter?" And I said, "Get him back in here. I don't want to have the abortion. I never wanted to have the abortion. My parents are pressuring me to have this abortion. I can't do it."
I'm here to share my story and prove that there is help out there. No one is alone. We have hotlines, we have websites. No blame, no shame, no names. Everything is anonymous in regards to relinquishing your child legally to a firehouse, police station, hospital.
I didn't know that I could, that I should get a second opinion. I was young and naive and psychologically and emotionally messed up. And he performed that abortion on me. And when I left the clinic that day, on Valentine's Day, I was a walking dead woman. I mean, I had to completely shut off my heart from my brain and suppress all those memories. I didn't remember that date. or that experience for like 15 years.
Yeah, we've learned from things like sexual violence that when choice is taken away from women, it is an ultimate betrayal, right? If something happens to them that they did not have control over, it is a kind of a core betrayal. They have to deal with that on that level. So we don't want to be part of that continuing process, right? We want to be part of encouraging her, lifting her up, inviting her into her own healing journey, helping her understand what her choices are.
So the goal of Heartbeat International and pregnancy resource centers all over the world who are affiliated with us, and our option line, which is our 24/7 helpline, is to really provide support and care and resources to women who find themselves in an unplanned pregnancy.
We hear all sorts of things from women. We hear relationship ultimatums, right? If you don't go through with this, our relationship will end. Or, family, for a variety of reasons, might make an ultimatum or draw a line in the sand.
And over 80% of all abortions, women feel like they're either uninformed, rushed by the abortion clinic, coerced, pressured, or forced by someone else to have an unwanted abortion. And they don't realize there's places that they can go and run to and get help. It certainly didn't happen. Nowadays, I think it's changing a lot because of a lot of crisis pregnancy centers around, but at that time, there wasn't that many.
We literally just want to provide women with the care and resources that they need. If they need a house, we will find housing for them. If they need an ultrasound, we will get that for them. If they need the abortion pill reversal protocol, we will find that for them. Our goal is to provide them with support that they just don't feel that they have. We strongly believe that no woman should ever feel so alone that they feel that abortion is her only option.
Yeah, that women in that position are scared, feeling overwhelmed. Maybe their basic security is being taken away. Maybe their basic food, shelter, the most fundamental things are being taken away from them. And that is no place to be making a decision that has ongoing consequences in their lives.
She doesn't have to feel that neglect anymore. She can feel free that there is hope and that we don't provide any of her information to anyone, that it's 100% anonymous. And even after she goes through the birth of the child, we're still right by her side helping her, sending in care packages, just keeping up with how she's doing. If there's anything we can help that she needs help with, we're there no matter what.
When you're in a time of need, you're pregnant, you need help, you need support, you need love, you need care, and you don't get it, and you get rejected instead, that's abandonment and rejection. And those two issues are very, very hard to deal with. They're very hard to heal from, but it's been, a long time ago now, but you still kind of carry that.
We want all women to know that we are here to listen, and we are here to not judge. We are here to help.
And then you also carry the guilt of, why wasn't I strong enough to demand, why was I so weak?
There are places where it's supposed to be help, and they make you feel like, why are you here? Why do you need this? You could have done this. Why didn't you do that? So here it's always been warm. There's a calm feeling, smiles, just like, I don't know if you heard one of the ladies when I came in. She was like, oh, and you need stuff for him too, right? And I'm like, no, but thank you. I brought stuff this time. I don't need. I brought things.